Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. As I'm recording this today, it is Friday the 29th of December and I wanted to share this quick video with you guys to firstly wish you a happy Christmas if you choose to celebrate that. Personally, I celebrate the winter solstice and at this time of year I love to spend some time to be a little bit more introspective, reflective, go over what I've achieved and set some goals for the new year. And I also wanted to wish you guys a brilliant new year full of abundance and happiness. And so I thought that I would take this time to go over some of the comments I've received on my videos live with you right now and answer some of the questions with you. But before we jump onto my phone and we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out because I have been receiving quite a lot of emails from you guys who have been wanting to join the waiting list for the ebook. Now the ebook is so close to being ready now and it shouldn't be long before I contact you and give you some more information on how you can get that. But if you are interested in receiving it, it's going to be an ebook specifically for how to trade the Forex market for beginners. So I will load up an email address where you can join the waiting list there. I'm going to go onto my phone and I will put a screen up just next to me so that you can see what I can see. Okay guys, so I've just loaded up my Creator Studio here on YouTube. I've not had a lot of time to do this unfortunately, so there's probably going to be a lot of comments here, a lot of spam ones as well, so I may as well do a shout out while you're watching this to also just warn you that I do continue to receive a lot of spam on my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to prevent that other than just keep removing and blocking the channels as they create them. But these are where scammers are creating fake accounts pretending to be me. Quite often they will try and get you to contact them through WhatsApp or through Telegram. So just be aware that that will not be me. So certainly don't send them any money because that's generally what they try to get you to do. So I'm going to just go through this and just try to pick out a few questions. I'm not going to keep this video too long, so let's get to it. So first of all, question here on the Ultimate Trading Prop Firm video, it's just talking about the 5%ers. Excuse me, does this prop actually have investors? I don't know what investors they have, and they're just a company, a prop firm that offer their trading capital for you to trade if you can pass their challenge. I don't know what their investment looks like. Here on the London Breakout Strategy video, hi guys, can anyone answer me please? As a day trader, have to pay taxes in the UK? I have created a specific video which literally talks about everything to do with taxes in the UK. So I will include a link to that in the cards above this video. But there are different areas. Tax is a very messy area in itself, so if you want some absolutely solid advice, I'd always recommend going to a registered accountant, and that is what I do. But just to kind of give you my go-to advice as you would to a friend, there are different areas when it comes to taxes, income taxes, capital gains tax. I do go through it in full detail on that video, so check it out. And thank you for all the lovely comments wishing me a happy Christmas. I really appreciate it, guys. It's been a lovely time just relaxing with the family. It's been Theodore's first Christmas, so it's just been lots of cuddles, lots of laughter. A question here, I always put a market order and when it goes in profit, I move the stop loss to break even. So I let it play out as high as possible. Is that wrong of me or is it always better to set a take profit? With trading, there is absolutely no right or wrong, and what works for someone might not work for you. Trading is a very personal journey, so I just want to highlight that because what I say might not even be right for your personal situation. That is a good way to try to let a winner run if you just keep moving your stop loss up as it goes into profit, but obviously you've got the risk of it coming down and basically stopping you all out with very little profit instead of just having a set profit target. And that's why I prefer to have a set profit target. I tend to have a couple of different ways that I trade with take profit orders, and I should probably talk about this in a separate video so you can see clearly what I mean. But generally, in an aggressive market situation, I will have two different positions open. One, I aim for a set smaller profit target like a 1.5R, and the other one I will try to get more profit. But I use a combination of different technical factors and key levels from the daily chart to try to estimate where I think price will go to set realistic but profitable take profit order. And so I hope that helps. Question here, what was the initial margin on this trade? So what did I borrow? I don't really know, to be honest. I don't get too fussed about leverage and margin because for me, I just risk the same percentage rate of my account per trade. That's all I do. And generally, because I am not risking too much of my account, margin and leverage doesn't matter because I am not over leveraging. I'm not trying to risk too much. When I first started trading, warrior trading, the risk parameters were really overlooked and I didn't learn good risk management. In fact, I was risking like 10% of my account, which is ridiculous, and needless to say, resulted in an account blowing up. Now my risk is a lot smaller. I only risk 1, maybe 2, but it's very rare % per trade. So I generally always have enough margin and leverage to cover that, which is why I don't really know how much I use because it's not really important. Are there any good stock option bots? To be honest, I'm not sure. There probably are some bots out there. I've never used them because I don't trade stock options. Now, and there's a question here, and I do get asked this quite a lot as well, is just how you can get connected, how to contact me. Well, the best way that you can contact me, if you need to, is my business email, which is emily@mindfullytrading.com. But please be aware that I am a full-time trader and a full-time mother with 2 children under the age of 2. And I do receive a lot of emails, and unfortunately I don't have enough time to get back to everybody. I don't have enough time to get back to everybody on social media either, but I am generally on email a lot more than I am on my social networks. So I do my best to try to look out for emails. I don't always have time to get back to them. That will change. My children are going to start school at some point and I'll have more time and I'll be able to spend that time helping you guys, helping you to grow and develop as traders as well. That's my goal. But for now, I just got to focus on my children first. Question here on the affirmations for traders video. I would like an audio file for the video to download. That's not something I've actually done before. I've never thought about it, but quite a few people have asked for that over the time. So I will look into doing that in the new year. Which video in your channel talks about your strategy in depth? Well, I tend to talk about my strategy as much as I can on my recap videos, but I do have a couple of videos that do go step by step through my strategy. So I will include a link to those in the cards above this video. And question here, I'm from Canada, I'm focused about day trading strategy. My question was, what kind of platform did you use in Trading Account? Can I use the same here in Canada? I'm not totally sure what you mean, so I'll just talk about what trading platforms I use and hopefully that will help. I use a combination of 2 different platforms. So firstly, I use TradingView. Now that's the platform that I use for my technical analysis. I calculate all of my analysis on TradingView. I keep a watch list. I go through my charts on there and I plan my trades on there. I plan my entry, my stop, my take profit. All of that takes place on TradingView for me. I then jump onto MetaTrader platform. So MetaTrader 4 is my personal account. MetaTrader 5 is the account that I use with the prop firm that I'm currently with, the 5%ers. And that's where I have my trade execution. So I don't do any analysis, no planning, no nothing on MetaTrader, just execution. And if you're talking about a broker, what broker do you use? I'm not entirely sure what brokers are available for residents of Canada because I've never had to look into that before. I started off with Awanda, and as far as I know, I think they do offer to residents of the US and Canada, so it might be worth checking out Awanda. And just a comment here, just to highlight, really appreciate the comment, that's lovely. Hi Emily, thanks for another great video. Firstly, you're a superwoman to be able to trade and look after your kids at the same time. I'm new to trading, would like to do it full time. I like your channel for your honesty about trading. Is there any chance we could exchange a few emails? I'd love to ask you a few questions. Thanks very much for your comment. That's really nice of you. And as I said before, I don't always get the time to reply to emails, but if you do send me some emails, maybe I could do another video like this one and just go through some emails where I'm getting questions from you guys, because I do get quite a lot of questions. So it might be a lot easier to do it like this because it's easy for me to fit the time in to do it. So feel free to send me an email and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. Another question here, how do I deal with HMRC taxes on my trading profits? Again, check out the video I made about taxes and trading. Can never escape taxes. Interesting comment here, just to share this because this does come up quite frequently, and I do find it's from people who are quite new to trading because they don't generally understand the importance of risk management. But the comment here, her position size must be incredibly small to have only made $1,500 this week with a 100k account. And then they're just saying that they have made it before with 8k to 10k accounts. If you had a 10k account and you made $1,500 in a week, that's 15% growth in 1 week. And that to me seems extreme growth. And the question is, how frequently does that happen? Is it consistent? Is it consistently profitable? Because to me, that is my goal in trading, is to be consistently profitable. I've had experiences, and I've heard about people who've had experiences where they've made a lot of money. Everybody wants to make a lot of money as quick as possible with very little. And quite honestly, that's very unlikely. And if it does happen, it's very likely that the following day or the following week, you will lose it all and more. And because trading is incredibly risky, which is why everybody's risk management process is different. And personally, I take quite a conservative approach to managing risk because I like to keep money in my account. I don't like to give it back. And so I tend to risk 1 to 2% of my overall account, which is generally what a lot of professional traders do because they understand the importance of risk management. If you think it's a reflection that I'm not a very good trader, then whatever, that is your opinion. But to me, managing risk is more important than trying to make more profits. And obviously understanding the importance of compound interest and growth. Well, that just says it all. That will help the profits to grow for themselves. You just got to focus on the process, not the results. A question here about leverage and broker. So currently I am with the broker Vantage. I've got a link to them in the description below. In fact, I've got a lot of links below for different software that I use because I get asked about it a lot when trading. But I'm trading with Vantage and the leverage is very good. Again, I don't really focus too much on that because I have enough buying power for what I trade with. But Vantage have been really good. They're very fair, the commissions are low, and they also have a free demo. So if you want to have a play about with some new strategies or if you're new to trading, I definitely recommend signing up with Vantage. A question here, is there any fund firm which offers free training or education? Well, to be honest, I'm with the prop firm, the 5%ers, and they have been really good at offering education and support and training. They've got a variety of different resources in the dashboard. Once you sign up to do a challenge with them, you can access all of those. So that's a mixture of webinars. They have a webinar done focusing on trading psychology by Gary Dayton, who's one of the famous authors. And they've got lots of other guest people who feature in interviews. They've got specific workshops on like scalping techniques, risk management. They've got a lot of really interesting resources in there. So it's worth checking that out if you decide to go with the 5%ers. Okay, this question here is a more technical question. As I understand, you're using the previous daily high and low as trend lines, support and resistance. What level of priority do you give those lines, previous daily high and low, versus traditional trend lines based on peaks and values? It can get quite confusing in the trading world because there are a lot of terminologies for different things. And I think it can just confuse matters. Basically, the reason that I kind of focus on the previous daily high and low is because I am a day trader. They are the levels that I find for my strategy are really crucially important because I'm looking for breaks of the previous high or low because that shows whether we're going to be continuing up or going to be continuing down, depending on what we did the previous day. And because I'm working on an intraday basis, so they're only really the important levels I need to look at. Obviously, I do also include other key levels, but it kind of goes back more in time, and I find that that can be more important if you're looking to hold a position, if you're swing trading or even looking for like a short-term investment sort of thing. Question here, please, I need to know if it is advisable for me to enter into a trade when I see a huge rejection candle that indicates when price action is really weak. Quite difficult to answer that because I don't know what you're looking at. And I don't know the other factors involved. I don't know what your strategy is. And I'm not quite sure whether you mean that you want to get into the trade if it's rejecting at the end of a trend. So if it's been going up and then you see a huge rejection candle, so you think you want to get in short. And you're asking me for my advice on a trade setup, but I can't really see what you can see. So I'd need to see a chart really or get some more information from you. But obviously, if you're not sure, then don't get into the trade or get into the trade on a demo account and test it. And that's just why reviewing and journaling is so important, because you can write out all the trade parameters and the reasons why you got in, and then you can get in and you can see what the results are, take a screenshot of the chart, write up your notes and learn from it. Trading is a learning journey. A question here, so how to get your book. As I said at the beginning of the video, the book is not ready yet. It's so close. It's basically completed. It's just going through those final editing processes, getting the spelling and the grammar checked and all of those lovely things. So it should be out very soon. So just watch this space. A question here on a video I did a while ago when I was using the broker Cedar FX. So it's just asking how everything's going. I'm wondering if you're still with Cedar FX since it's been a year gone by, and if not, Was there any specific reasons why you're no longer with them? Did you ever have any withdrawal issues or trading platform issues with CedarFX since you did that video? I know so much can change in years' time. It does. It always continues to change. And that's why I kind of hop about with different brokers, because I guess I'm always trying to find the perfect broker, and I don't really know if that exists. But with CedarFX, no, I'm not trading with them anymore. I withdrew the money and I put it somewhere else for a couple of reasons. So one of them was slippage. I felt like I could get better slippage elsewhere. And the other reason that I had my doubts really is CedarFX are not a regulated broker, and personally I feel safer having my money with a broker that's regulated. Yeah, at the time, CedarFX only really wanted you to use crypto as a method for deposits and withdrawals, and that just didn't really sit too well with me. I preferred to have access to bank accounts and other methods. A question here on the Magic Keys video. So Magic Keys is this little keypad that I use. It's a risk management tool and a trade management tool. So this helps me to calculate my risk of my account per trade and also to manage trades. I don't really use it so much for managing trades though. I usually just use that to calculate my risk because it's accurate and fast. But you're asking where to get it from. I have got a link in the description below to the website where you can buy some a keypad of Magic Keys. They also do a digital version if you prefer that. I'm going to call it a day now for the Q&A because this video is getting quite long, but I will try to look into maybe doing this more frequently so I can really answer your questions. And as I said before, if you've got any specific questions watching this video now, you can always send me an email, emily@mindfullytrading.com, and I'll maybe just gather them together and then do another video like this that goes through the in-depth questions through email. If you like the idea of that, just drop me a comment below so I know and I can look out for your email. And meanwhile, if you've enjoyed this, please let me know by hitting the like button. It's really important because the more likes I get on videos like this, the more chance I'm going to create more videos like this for you guys. And I hope you have a brilliant new year, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.